Hi, Audra. I went over those two videos, and basically, those two guys are playing it correctly. They're just playing it in different keys. The second guy's chords are closer to the chords in the actual song. Neither one of them is actually technically in the right key. I'll answer a couple of your questions. First, the first video, the guy's talking about stabilizing and all this stuff, and what he's talking about is, let's take a G. Okay. Now he's playing a slight variation of a G. He's taking his third finger, putting it on the second string, and then putting his pinky on the first string. So he's got two fingers down here and then the rest of the G up here. It's just substituting one note for another in the chord. It's just a G, but it's a little more popular in pop music. And there's a thing that people do, rather than switching, if the song has a lot of G's and C's, rather than switching from G all the way around to a C, what they'll do is they'll make these two fingers here, play a G, and then just drop these two fingers down. So now you kind of have a C, except you've got these two notes still there, but they sound nice, so you can leave them there, and it makes it easy. So he's using this to stabilize his hand, is what he means. He kind of made that up himself, but that's very popular as a G and a C. It's actually called a G, and this is called a C add 9 because you're adding the ninth note. Don't worry about that, but he did it on all the chords. I don't know if it's necessary for this song. He went a G and then a C with these two fingers, a C add 9. Now when he went to the D, this finger was already there. He kept his pinky. And then he even left them there for the E minor. Yeah, people do that. I think he's overdoing it a little bit, but anyway. So we went G, part of a C, right? These two notes, part of a D, and part of an E minor. You know what song actually does that? Literally is Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day. That's E minor. Today is G, D, and A. And he left it all there. So does okay, but I digress. All right, so that's what he's doing. And the other thing he's doing is this little, what's called a hammer-on, where he's lifting his first finger and hammering it onto the note while he's strumming. And he gets, and if he goes down to the C add 9, okay. So that's about it. As far as the strumming, they're both kind of making up their own strumming. It's sort of based off eighth notes, but with a little bit of an accent. And it's more a feel than it is something I would write downs and ups for. If you just listen to him strumming and you sort of think, that speed, that's the speed that the hand is going up and down. And some of them are being accented more than others, and every once in a while he misses the strings. So if you listen to him play, you'll pick up, let me see, I think I've actually got it here. Where is that guy? I had him. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, commercial. It's just, you can feel it more than you can hear it. There's a funny video, actually. There's one other, I didn't see many other Sugarland videos for this song, There's a funny video. It says how to play every Sugarland song. And what the guy does is basically just hold the guitar down and do the rhythm. He just kind of goes. And he's not that far off. So if you want to look up that video, how to play every Sugarland song, that was like the third video that came up. He's not that far off, and he's kind of doing what I'm trying to explain here in a video, which is a little difficult. Now, the other video, the second video, which is closer to the actual chords. Again, the first guy's playing, he's playing the song in the key of G. So he's using the right chords for the key of G. The song is actually in D sharp. Your second video, the guy starts with the D chord, and he goes to a G. And again, I'm still using this one with the two fingers, right? The song is actually in D sharp. If you took a D and you moved it up 2 frets, you'd have a D sharp. But the open string that's in a D is still open down here. You have to move that up too. So that's what you use one of these capos. You put one of these things on here like that. Now you use a D, but it's a little higher, so it's a D sharp. If you look at videos on the internet, you'll see that of them playing it, you'll see one of the guitarists has one there. Why would they do that? Well, they tried it in D, and she said, I want to sing it a little higher than that. My voice sounds better if it's a little higher. So they just chopped part of the guitar off and made the song a little bit higher. But the second guy's chords are what basically is happening in the video. And you said you kind of like those chords a little bit better, so you might want to stick with those. Again, I'm kind of stabilizing there. There's your D. Now when I go to the G chord, I leave this third finger here, come up here, and then I add this finger. That thing from the other key where he did a G and a C add 9, you can only use that in the key of G. Okay? So I would, if you like singing it where the first guy did it, then his chords, you can use his chords. It's sort of like that sheet I gave you in the class, the common chord progressions. The first line is C, F, and G. And you can use that for twist and shout. Okay, the next line is D, G, and A. Those 3 chords in the key of D do the same thing. Okay. But anyway, the guy uses a capo. Oh, the video uses a capo, and the guy that's doing it's using the right chords, but he's playing it without the capo, so he's playing it in D. The third thing is Songster. I couldn't get that link to open, so I'm not sure what chords they put in there. The reason you get so many different versions of this is because this is recorded in the studios. There's 3 or 4 guitars all layered on top of each other, and they're all doing different things. And it gets a little bit hard to pick out exactly what one guitar is doing. There's one guitar with a capo on the first fret. He's playing and another guy's playing a mandolin. Live, I see the electric guitarist has a capo on the 3rd fret, and instead of using a D, he uses a C. So it gets a little complicated to figure out exactly what he's doing. And in country music, they tend to take basic chords when they record this stuff and leave a lot of notes ringing, like it's kind of like what that first guy was talking about. It makes stuff sound pretty. I'm kind of rambling at this point. Anything else? Oh, when you're learning it in the key of D, the second video, when he goes to his E minor, I would leave probably your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Like if you're on a D, go up to the E minor this way. You leaving that note in. I hear that in the song. Okay? I hope that clears it up a little bit. I looked around for a video that's like spot on, but there doesn't seem to be one. If I come across something, I'll send it to you. Okay? Bye.